Okay, there we go. All right, so welcome back to For the Glory of Rome with me, Wolf 190D. So we're just working on expanding our territory here and trying to decide, well, who do we want to attack next? Hmm. Hmm. Is this my most experienced army? I mean, I think it is. I think, let me see here. Ah, yes. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to give these guys names as they start to become better and better. But this is my primary army. What do I want to do with those Hastati? Well, I think when I go to pull another army, I'll go ahead and put those Hastati in there. Because now I have three armies, and I think all of the guys are, except for, well, no, except for the general there. Okay. Okay. He's 61, she's 50. I guess they're not going to have kids anymore. They only had the one kid. That's really, I don't know. That's a little odd. Okay. Do we have buildings? We have buildings going. Do we have, let me see here. I think I have about one more turn. A couple of veteran legions. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. All right. Now, can't recruit any of those Gaelic units yet, but I'm going to go ahead and give them a look and see which ones are actually better. And though, honestly, I think no matter what, they're going to be better than these levies. So I'm probably going to wind up swapping out the levies, maybe even the velites, honestly, for some of the mercenary units we'll be getting out of this. Particularly the Celtic skirmishers. I would like to do a comparison though. So next turn we'll have to wait for that. So one more turn. Let our armies rest, regroup, and things of that nature. All right. Now, this area is going to be Octuderon, Coria, and Norea. And Norea is the really important one. So maybe what I'll do is I'll take Coria first because it's got the iron. I like to take iron early, but what do I want to do with it? Do I want to build a blacksmith? Do I want, well, it's already got a blacksmith. Do I want to build a swordsmith? Or do we want to build a shield smith? Decisions. We'll have to see what's what. I think shieldsmith improves shields, whereas the swordsmith actually improves weapons, like overall weapons. And then, of course, that'll allow us to re-equip other units once we get that. So it's always a good move to make. Take this first, you get the research bonus, but then you move further north into the Alps and gain access to the iron uh, facility. And that, of course, allows you also access to your highest level barracks. So I think it just behooves us to go ahead and go for what we can there. And it looks like they're sending a shield maiden down here to fool around with subversion. Yes. Okay. So he wants to play it that way. That's okay. Well, we will let him for now. We will let him. Now, this will give us an opportunity to examine side by side some stats here. So missile damage is the same. The only thing that's different, it looks like, are the bottom numbers. Now, melee defense is higher on the Velites, but the armor is better on the Celtic skirmishers. The health also is better on the Celtic skirmishers, but everything else seems to be about the same. So, I think, we'll go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and disband these guys. And we'll go ahead and recruit 4 of those Celtic skirmishers. And then, of course, once we get that done, we'll rotate them into this army group. And this guy's levies, actually, we might just bring out and put over to here because those are going to have more experience. They're going to be better off. All right. All right. And that does remind me, actually, because I do like to incorporate some of these guys. Now, these guys are light. The short swords cost a little more. Which ones are better? The base morale of the Celtic warriors is actually better. The health is a little better. Their melee defense is better. Their charge bonus is better. Their weapon damage and melee attack, well, melee attack no, but their weapon damage certainly is better. So here's the dilemma, you know, because these guys are medium infantry, whereas these guys are light infantry. However, what I typically like to do, and this is, you know, again, early game kind of stuff. This is before I have access to better units. Sometimes I like to even equip with Celtic light horse. These guys are good to equip because, well, they have really good stamina, actually. And they're fast. If I'm not mistaken, they're fast. They are faster. They're light horse, though, so they're really best for chasing down retreating units or dealing with archers. So there is that, but I like to keep sometimes these Celtic warriors or a group of short swords or alternating one way or the other for sort of like either flanking units or units just to sort of throw out there to absorb like a charge or something along those lines. Okay. Now these guys are reforming, so let's go ahead and put it on no stance, and we're going to go ahead and declare war. Oh, they have friends, and both of those guys are his friends. Okay, well, we can do that. Okay, good. Do we want to assault? We'll just hold that for a second. Do we really want to assault? Well, and these guys are feeling a little under-equipped. Can I get some horses? Yes, I can. Okay, good. I can get some horses in for them. Okay. They don't have dogs. And what else are they short? That's really weird. They don't have dogs. They don't have cavalry. They have veteran legions. So, that's really odd. Okay. I think what I'm going to want to do next, maybe. Do I want to take Octuderon or do I want to go into Norea? I think I'm going to hold off on Norea. I'm going to go over here into Octuderon first. So let's send our spy through there. And let's go ahead and do I want to fight this? Do I really need to? Just to kind of get some more battle footage, I think I'll go ahead and assault this. So let's go ahead. This should be a cakewalk. It should be, but, you know, sometimes things do happen. Sometimes. Anyway. Gonna wait. Try to get good. There we go. Good. Try to get good fighting conditions. No need in taking more casualties than absolutely necessary. Oh, and it looks like he's meeting us out on the field of battle. He's going to meet us out here. Okay, well, that's fine. He can do that. He can do that. There's no rule against that. Okay, I'm going to put these guys in kind of a sort of a wedge, pseudo bit of a wedge formation, right? I'm going to put the general right here, the Equites in front of him. 4. Okay, I'm going to put these guys back here and use them as reserves. We'll put 5. Okay. And that way they can roll either side if he has cavalry, and I'm pretty sure he does. Yes, it looks that way. He's got the barbarian warlord guy there. Okay. The dogs I'm going to position over here. Equites are there. Velites. velites. And then the levies. And remember, these levies are just kind of, those are just early, like, really the only thing you do with them early is kind of pepper enemy formations and stuff, because that's really all they're good for. They're not good in a fight. They're really not even good at ranged combat. So, needless to say, let's go ahead and put them into the attacking testudo and march them up here. 2 group attacking testudo, march up here. 3 group attacking testudo and march on up there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and march these guys forward. These guys, they can come up behind. Okay, equites there, general over here maybe. 7. Oops, nope. All right, I'll run them up there. Okay, and then the hastati, we'll put there. And okay, let's go ahead and speed this up just a little bit. Actually, we're going to speed this up a lot a bit. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and pepper them. We'll go ahead and pepper them. Actually, let's go ahead and spread these guys out just a little bit. Okay, we'll go ahead and turn the dogs loose. And those are the veterans. Okay. All right. And there they go. And get on in there, fellas. Oh my. These are Celtic skirmishers. They're a little bit different, looks like. Okay. Oop. It looks like I kind of accidentally ran my spearman up into his forces there. Oopsies. Yeah, let's get them out of there. Okay. Hastati, you get in there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, early game. I mean, by the time you get the veteran legions, if you get them early enough, they tend to just roll over dudes. What was that second group? Mm-hmm. And here comes the cavalry charge. Man, do we continue or do we end it? Let's go ahead and continue. Why? Because I want to run some of them down. Are there any of the dogs left, I wonder? That'd be interesting if some of them were still alive. I kind of doubt it, though. Guess yeah, they did. They caught a couple of them. Yeah, those veterans, they're just the veterans are just those are tough guys. Uh-oh. Did we no we didn't. Let's go. Come on, boys. One thing, you gotta kind of keep tabs on them at all times because they will just stand there if you don't tell them what to do. All right. Decisive victory that time. All right. Should kind of come as no surprise. Um, Axe Warriors, I can't really, personally, I can't get into the Axe Warriors. I mean, again, they're good for flanking units. They're good for auxiliary flanking units. They work for that. All right, so let's go ahead and convert this to a village, and it gives us level 1 armor and level 1 weapons. The horse breeder, 33 food, bronze forge. Hmm. I'm going to put the auxiliary barracks here, actually, for the simple fact that this is an important area and it's going to give us the bonus garrison. So it's always a good idea to do that. Okay, now look at what else we can do. We can upgrade. We can upgrade all of our boys. Yes. General and bodyguard. When do you get the legatus? Okay, let's go ahead and down through here. We'll go ahead and grade all of them. And these guys, go ahead and upgrade all of them. All right. It's going to be on the next turn. So we went ahead and we changed all of this over. That'll be 2 turns, 5 turns, and 5 turns. And this gives us auxiliary cavalry and naked swords. This is going to give us axe warriors. And the one thing I do like about the axe warriors, I think, if I recall correctly, is they're a little bit more durable than just the Celtic swordsmen. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. So anyway, expansion is progressing up that way. And I think once these guys are recruited, this is going to be the tricky part, actually. Unless actually I could do that. Raise forces. We're going to raise forces. Cornelia, Junia. Who's the most loyal house? Junia is the more loyal house. So let's in Medlan raise forces, and we'll say House of Junia, right? Is it the House of Junia? Yes, House of Junia. We're going to go ahead and raise an army, and we'll give him a general bodyguard because, for one, they're cheaper. And for two, I just like having the more mobile general. So there is that. Got that. What is his details? Let me see here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and give him that guy. Now this one I do like, especially for, let me see here. This guy is, what's his face? Nata. Nata is married to, yes, he is. Okay, good. All right, so what I like to do with these guys, and I like to try to rotate these, or the Lar Familiaris statuettes, increase the chance to having children. And that's a good thing to roll into, particularly up and coming. So as they get older, like these people, you rotate them off of these guys and onto the up and coming younger generation after they're married, of course. And then you'll be able to really, give yourself a bump to cranking out some children. All right. Yes, it's a device that makes them make babies. No, 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 no. You wanted to fight, so let's have the fight. Oh boy, this should be fun. It'll be more interesting anyway. Sally forth now. Let's fight it. Let's fight him in the town. We are Romans. We are city fighters. Though this is still a barbarian settlement kind of a thing. All right. Let's see here. We've got some walls. Looks like those walls are all kind of wrecked. Yes, the walls are kind of wrecked, are they not? Okay. That's okay, actually, because I'd prefer to put these guys here anyway. So, let's go ahead. The vanguard is going to be made up of the veteran legionaries. All right, and it's probably where they're going to most likely push anyway. All right, we got them there. I'm going to have them here. And, oh, wait, why did I not? There we go. Okay, 3. We're going to put these guys in reserve this time. And have our Hastadis. Our Hastadis will hold this line over here. I'll put these dudes. These guys can come over here and protect that until I need them otherwise. And then the levies. Okay, now for the dogs. For the general. And the equites. Okay. I don't want them to. Let's go ahead and put them on to skirmish mode just in case, and we'll go ahead and start this battle. All right. Oh, that's a very, very rousing speech, sir. Very rousing speech. All right, here's what I think I'm going to go ahead and do with these guys. I'm gonna move the war dogs over here, and we'll set them loose into the flanks of the little guys there. Okay. Well, wow. They're just. I mean, they're just. Wow. All those pilums. Oh my. They're just devastating those mounted troops. All right, come on, fellas. Uh-huh. Okay. Those guys need to get over there. What are you guys doing? I don't understand. Why are they going kind of? They're kind of spazzing out, aren't they? Okay. And let's bring these guys over. Okay. Inspire those Hastati. Okay, how are our boys doing? The Hastati are kind of, and there again, you know, Hastati, they don't, they're not very durable, really. I've never thought the Hastati were very durable troops, particularly. But look at it, you know, look at them go. They're fighting off these axemen anyway. Oh, those guys are, oh yes. Actually, those are short swords. Well, there's short swords and axes mixed in there. There we go. Now the veterans can go in and do what they were born to do. They're starting to wear down on us a little bit, ain't they? It's okay. This is why we wait. This is why we wait on the cavalry. Now, where are those dogs? Oh, there they are. They're actually attacking into the flank of those guys. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, and see, Equites, they're decent. They're heavier. They've got a little bit of shock value to them. Okay. Study, you guys come on out of there. Get yourselves a breather. Okay, it's time to bring the cavalry in. You know what they say about the cavalry, right? Yes, late as usual. Let's go. We'll end this. Yeah, all right. All right, we have successfully defended our territory against an invading barbarian horde. Wait, technically, aren't I the invading barbarian horde? I mean, I did kill a bunch of them to get there. Go ahead and release the captives. Why not? It makes more money. I don't need slaves that bad, do I? Well, we will once we get to the Colosseum. Oh, what do we have here? Yes, Caesar has conquered. Okay. Oh, goody. A child is born. And then, of course, we got Conqueror, which gives him +4 public order per turn. This man is becoming very, very good at what he does. It also lowers construction costs. I actually really like that. I don't remember that being a thing. But anyway, cheaper non-mercenary recruitment and cheaper construction, in addition to another 4% reduction in upkeep cost for non-mercenary units. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and give him that. And as for military traditions, gee, what do we want here? Indomitable legionaries, barbarian subjugators, grand camp following. Grand camp following is nice because it's a lower upkeep and an increase for morale. That's always good. Let me see here. I used unrelenting force, which is more movement range, or we could go with formidable fighters, which increases melee attack skill by 3% and another 3% weapon damage increase inflicted by all army units. Or we could make our guys last longer with the indomitable legionaries. It's going to be +6 melee attack skill for heavy infantry and +6 melee defense skill for all heavy infantry. And I mean, they are the backbone of your army. So I do highly recommend getting that one as well. Those are kind of my 3 go-tos. I'll have to do a refresher though and see what are some other ones that I like to use. Okay, we'll come up here. We're going to start stealing some more food, right? Okay, we're going to go ahead and put a couple of these Gaelic mercenary or Celtic skirmishers rather. We're going to put them in there, and we're going to set this guy onto forced march. All right, we're going to run them up there, and we're going to drop these guys off and pick up the levies. All right. And I don't know. I'm going to leave the hastati alone right now, I think. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm just going to take these hastatis and upgrade them, retrain them to legionary status. All right. And then we're going to run on down here. Okay. And I do like to have a couple of horse units in there too, typically. And ultimately, I will also like to put a what you call it, a siege unit in there, whether it be ballistas or ultimately like onagers, something really heavy and heavy duty. All right, in this one, I'm just going to go ahead and auto resolve this. We're going to go ahead and aggressive, get in there, get some, and we're going to go ahead and occupy this territory as well. All right. So those guys rolled on in there. They did their duty as Romans. And these guys, I'll leave these guys alone until, well, okay. And I'd honestly prefer the civil settlements. I mean, unless your towns are like commercial centers, like maybe in central Rome, I might change it over to that 3% from commerce, 3% from agriculture. So it's a 1% bump to a specific income. If it's worth it, do it. Otherwise, a good go-to is the civil settlement because it's 2% wealth from all sources. Um, I'm going to go ahead and put grain pits in here. And then this we're just going to go ahead and dismantle. All right. %71 Latin. This gives us the first cohort and the Praetorians. Now those guys are tasty. Oh boy. You get some Praetorians in your armies, and well, you know, they're great because they actually inspire the units around them too. So, let me see here. Does the first cohort do that as well? I forget. Ah, the first cohort does. So, I forget how many men specifically were in the first cohort, but they do also. It's a nice way to get this morale bonus to nearby allies. So you can build those. I don't typically mess with the first cohorts. Let me see here. It's these. It's not the armored. It's the evocati. Though I think evocati actually are an evolution of the veterans. So I have to double check on that. But anyway, we have access to the cohort barracks now. So let's go ahead and start working on the cohort barracks there in Rome. And it's really not worth it to upgrade the auxiliary garrison here, other than, no, it's really not actually, other than less. The only thing it's actually really good for is the less mercenary hiring cost, because it's down here in Magna Graecia that you get the hoplites and the veteran hoplites. And more often than not, I do like to have a group of those in some of my armies simply to have a really solid center line. So you can do that, don't have to. I'm going to go ahead and build the next level of the theater here. And here, Okay. Go ahead and do that. And this army group, these guys again. These guys, I don't want them to do much other than, you know, contest the approach from these guys over here. Now the German Confederation. Oh, they've got a couple of guys up there. Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. Give me a few more minutes, and I think I'm going to try to take a little break here. It'll also give myself a gap. Is a trade agreement making friends? Not really gonna. The German Confederation wants a non-aggression pact. No, we're not gonna play that either. Sorry, I'm not making friends. It's one of the impositions I've imposed on myself. No friends. Can't have any friends. Non-aggression. No. Now let's see what happens with that though, because this could create. No, what's going on with this? Why is this? Oh boy. He's just running around doing kind of his thing. The need for cavalry. Cavalry recruitment cost. I'm going to go with cavalry training. All right, and there again, I'm gonna recruit another group of these Celtic horse, and here, I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull up some auxiliary Celtic warriors, just to have a little bit more in the way of forces down here. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and take the. Yeah, that's the only way this is gonna work now. So let's see here. We're going to want him, and we're going to want these two, and we're going to swap for those two. All right, there we go. Good, 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 good. Okay. Mm-hmm. And we'll make consecrated ground there. Why? Because, well, we want some cultural spread. He's got 15. He's got 17. And see, that's one reason I don't like auto-resolving, because they actually send the... see, if you don't send the handlers into combat, your dogs replenish after the battle automatically. But it is dependent upon the number of handlers. And this is one reason I tend not to like to auto-resolve, because they will send in the handlers along with the dogs when you auto-resolve. And that's not... it's not really conducive. Yes, and he's pulled in all the military, all of the what you call them, mercenaries. That's it. Thank you. Okay, so we're moving our spy. We got these guys here, and I'm pretty confident that they can hold this territory against this army. We've got 2 veterans, 4 regular legions, got some equites auxiliaries. I mean, we got pretty much the same thing we've got up here. These guys just have an extra group of legionaries, and I might wind up putting those legionaries into this army. Oh, that does remind me. When your kids reach a certain age, it's always good to send them off to be educated. So let's go ahead and educate. Okay. Lucius Julius Libo, right? Oh no, Agrippa Maximus Polio is the little boy's name. I don't know why. That's really And then we have Faustus Caelius Calvinus, right? Yes, we have that guy as well. This guy, honestly, I think I would like to try to adopt. Let me see here. Declare heir, spread rumors, send gift, adopt. 2 more authority than the target's zeal. Oh, well, that's not happening because this guy has no authority. Good God, what is wrong with his authority? I want to adopt this guy, but he's not going to because he has no authority. Anyway. Why? All right, so anyway, ending turn, moving right along. Well, it looks like Carthage is in control of everything down there. The German Confederation wants a trade agreement. No, I'm not going to do that. Now, there is a perk, honestly, to trade agreements, is it prevents your neighbors from gaining access to strategic resources like iron, like wood. If you don't trade with them, then they don't get access to their upper level things with regard to that material. And ultimately, yes, they can't use it against you. But that's not exactly the problem here, is it? All right, so anyway. And there again, it was always one of the shortcomings of the Total War franchise was the AI. AI was never very good. Hmm. I mean, wow, I've got guys just like sitting right there and they're just gonna run right on by them. Huh. Boom. I'm curious as to what he's got in there that's causing such grief. Mm-hmm. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, so. Oh, well, that's not good. That's where they would be. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh. Well, somebody. Uh-oh. That'll give us increased replenishment rate. Maybe I should have taken them off of that because then at least I could hire some more units, but that's okay. Yeah. Hmm. All right, let me see here. Yes, now would be a good time to go ahead and take a little break. So I will be right back.